Hey, welcome to this week's episode of Secrets of Compositing. This is Steven here from Superlux, and I wanted to show you a cool trick in After Effects. So the other day we were on a shoot, and after we were done, I decided that I really didn't like the background of the video we had shot, and I really wished that we had used a green screen. Because if we had used a green screen, then we of course would be able to key out the background and change it to whatever we wanted. Then I got to thinking, why not just use After Effects to add the green screen in? And that's what I'm going to show you today. Okay, so to isolate her from the background, I'm going to have to rotoscope her, which means that I'm going to go and zoom in here with the pen tool and draw an outline and keyframe it until the job is done. Okay, we're done rotoscoping. Next thing we're going to do is add in a sick camera dolly, which is what we call it in the industry. So we're going to turn her into a 3D layer, reposition her, add a camera, change the position and point of interest, keyframe that to make the camera move, and then we're going to export this camera data for Cinema 4D. Okay, so now we're in Cinema 4D, and you can see I have a studio already set up here. This is a green cyc wall. We've got some studio lights here to light the talent and some overhead lights to light the screen. You can see here the camera that I imported from After Effects. It's moving in a dolly move. In the background here, you'll see that a cloner object is forming tracking marks, which is very important so we can track the movement of our camera in post-production. Let's go ahead and render a test here just to see how this looks. Okay. That looks pretty good, but I think we're missing something. If this were a real shoot, we would have a boom operator here to pull audio. So let's go ahead and build one. And that looks pretty good. Now that we've got a boom operator, I'm going to render out a PNG sequence and bring it back into After Effects for final compositing. Okay, so now the PNG sequence that we rendered out looks pretty good behind the rotoscoped footage, but I'm not entirely convinced. I want to do a little bit of color correction here. So first thing I'm going to do is use the levels to basically brighten up some of the dark areas of the image to kind of accommodate for the harsh sunlight. And then we're going to play with the green channel a little bit. That way she has kind of a green cast, like she's actually standing in a green room. That looks pretty good, but I think it can look better. What we're going to do now is add a light wrap, which basically means we're going to make it look like the edge of the footage is being affected by the light that's in the background plate. Okay, so to build our light wrap, we're just going to add a couple of channels here, set them equal to the other ones, blur it, invert the alpha, composite it with the other one, and set the blending mode to overlay, and done. Okay, now that we have our footage rotoscoped and our green screen background built and our color correction done, let's see what the finished product looks like. Thanks for watching, and also don't forget next week's video where we're going to show you how to key out a green screen and add in a background, whatever background you want.